Na 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 ha ha dibbidi mimini skibidi skibidi you're so skibidi pop yes na, na, na. Oh shit, didn't see you guys there. So I normally don't do this. Today we're gonna be playing Sword of Convallaria. My name is Jonathan Dangerous and welcome to Jaku Asu. Mamoru! Mamoru! Kurai! Nani? Man's allergic. Alright, you guys know me. I'm a sucker for a little chronology, so we're gonna start at the beginning. For my initial strategy, I chose to dogmatically gaslight my way through the prologue. I knee people into the abyss, apologize, and then make a martyr out of myself in the cleansing heat of a raging explosion. And this is where the story kicks in. With the acquisition of the Wheel of Fortune, a mysterious cat guides our destiny. We return to Elysium and follow strict instructions, such as, meow, follow me. I know Japanese fluently. He's describing a jujitsu throw here. My wish to reshape the world wasn't strong enough to open the astral path. So instead I focus intently on saving the world from all its misery. Skibidi. Hell yeah, that worked. Huh. Yeah, true. Yeah. Yo, I've been very excited to show you guys this. Check out my new sex toy. Holy shit, I'm gonna come. Rah. No better time than now to mention, this is a sponsored video. Legal disclaimer. If you're in the market for a CRPG pixel art gacha game with vibrant details and authentic tactical battles in a dynamic 3D terrain with a riveting hero collection to assemble your team of mercenaries for upwards of 120 hours of profound choice-based narrative with multiple endings backed with music by Hitoshi Sakimoto, then I personally co-signed your hedonistic choice to click my link and download Sword of Convallaria now. If you want, you can use my gift code SOCUBER to get rewards in the game. And now for the illegal disclaimer. My friend, I am not even a little bit sorry for peddling your time and engagement. For you see, I am the GOAT of video games. To these games, I provide what no one else can. Cultural relevance. How am I gonna do it this time? UK drill rap. Kisses, roses, bosses, coaches, smoked all of my ops, smoked all of my roaches. I look homeless, but between your girl's legs apart the Red Sea like Moses. Better watch out when the man approaches. Cocaine, noses, blade in hand you notice. Worcestershire Sochi, man's allergic, swollen lymph nodes. Alright, put yourself in my shoes. It's Sunday. In a couple hours, XD Games wants to see the video. You have so far made a UK drill rap. Man's allergic. Life's crazy, you know? But maybe I can save this if I just explain what the game is about. Sword of Convallaria is a band of mercenaries, heroes even, led by Rawia, aka Big Boss. You can tell who's in charge, cause she rips, tears, drinks, kicks, and slams. Fuck. She founded this group by recruiting 2 children and grooming them into being Fadakin death commandos. Then a bunch of stuff happened, and many years later we fight bad guys together. Fundamentally, I wouldn't say that waifu collector is descriptive, but this game is definitely waifu collector adjacent. As a person who grew up with hippie parents, I was literally raised by Pokemon games on the Game Boy Advance. So it is actually quite nostalgic for me to collect all these pixelated wives. Furthermore, I find it vajazzling that 23 years later, humanity still hasn't produced a better handheld gaming console. But I digress. It's not just about collecting. What can you do with these heroes once they're yours? Well, you can give them gear, upgrade them in various ways, train new skills, and even bond with them. Look, I'm not saying I'm into this shit, but I'm only gonna bond with Crimson Falcon. She gets all my charms, all my hero tokens, the legendary sword upgraded all the way, and the healing trinket. 'Cause she's worth it. I know the website says C tier, but they just don't understand the vibes. I want you guys to meet the squad. Martha, Fire Sorceress, Lily Will, and Crimson Falcon. For any battles requiring more, I let someone be the fifth wheel. Usually Fakel, to be used as a necessary sacrifice. This being a turn-based strategy game, you know I'm in the deep end. Ever since my brain just hasn't been the same. I'm extremely bad at strategizing. It's like, would I like to send assassins in an ambush, or blow up the barrel behind the enemies? Well, the barrel seems pretty mafia, so let's try that. Okay, maybe the assassins would have been better here. Or what about this move that puts my own entire squad to sleep for 4 turns, with the enemies in a stalemate, making the civilians eventually just march into certain death, presumably out of boredom. Even when I narrowly saved them, this unfortunate siesta caused me to run out of turns, something I didn't even know was possible. When I came into this, I expected something quite bare bones and broken. Maybe because historically, my Chinese sponsors at times have been known to send me some bootleg shit. But as it turns out, Sword of Convallaria is a game with so much content that I could never cover all of it within my deadly time frame. But let me still try to summarize and explain just how much content is in this game. We got The Fool's Journey, which is the main story, which kind of brings me back to the main story. I bestow upon my mysterious feline companion a gracious name, Killer, named after my own cat, who is one of God's greatest warriors. Then the world got corrupted by broken Rizz, forcing my hand. I enter the Spiral of Destinies, aka Battles of Times Past. Lord knows, I almost missed out on arguably half the game. If there's one thing Sword of Convallaria has done several times, it is exceed my expectations. Each Destiny has its own secluded story with an entire secondary hub world. You can tell it's actually a good gacha when suddenly it turns into an anime for Zero. What the fuck? This shit is sick as hell, man. In the tavern, we can recruit new comrades and partake in the local culture. After hitting the boozer, I also discovered forging, and it's like, this blueprint is done in 3 weeks. I guess that'll be in the next video, guys. Since, like I said, I have a dogmatic playstyle, I'm fully welcomed in the House of God. Crimson Falcon is Giga World buffed 24/7, it is known. We can also research more powerful technology. When they're out of range, it is nice to control the weather. We can also train our units, categorically one of the many features that run on a weekly cycle and are therefore by nature. In the next video, guys. And these things are all in supplement to the core function. The War. A giant ongoing, faction-based conquest which made me mental boom. I couldn't take it. Too much stride, too much conflict for a man of peace. My feeble, mortal mind cannot strategize the formation of my death commandos and simultaneously pay attention to how much timber I have. What do you take me for? A woman? Rah. No, I'm kidding. I can multitask. I've actually just used up all my actions. When you tire of strategic battle, it's always good to retreat to the crib. In Danish we have a saying, "Ude godt, men hjemme best." And it's actually so true, man. Art truly does mimic life, because by decking out the trap, our maidens grow ever more loyal. So, what you're telling me is that my Rizz combo multiplier actually has a linear correlation with how nice my apartment is? Yeah, it's all starting to make sense now, huh? I look homeless. Man's allergic. But you know, even for a guy like me, there's still hope. I don't have to be maidenless. I can just play Sword of Convallaria, and I have many bitches. IRL, my virginity is actually growing back at this point. But in-game, I'm a straight-up pimp. A G. Per Rizzler. Look, this was pretty much what I experienced of the game. So instead of sitting here soullessly listing all the other features, like the Crossing Worlds, Tower of Conquest, or even the Cornucopia Battle Pass, I would sooner share with you some ancient Chinese wisdom in the form of a joke. A Chinese father sat with his son on a hilltop overlooking the village. He said, "Son, do you see our house down there?" His son said, "Yes, Dad, of course. We live there. How could I not see it?" "Son, I built our house, brick by brick, with my bare hands. But do they call me Shang the house builder?" "No." He said, "Son, Do you see the towering wall around our village that keeps the barbarians out? Sunset, of course, Dad. We live in prosperity because of the wall. Well, for 3 years, I spearheaded the construction of that wall with my bare hands. But, Dad, if that's true, why have I never heard anyone call you Shang the Wall Builder? You fuck one goat, and you're Shang the... Kisses, roses, bosses, coaches, smoked all of my ops, smoked all of my roaches. I look homeless, but between your girl's legs apart the Red Sea like Moses. Better watch out when the man approaches. Cocaine, noses, blade in hand you notice. Worcestershire Sochi, man's allergic, swollen lymph nodes.